Alright, so today we have a review of my custom John Deere 470 LC made by Ertl. It's a very nice model. As you can see, there's a few custom things done to it. But without further ado, let's get into the review. So coming up, first thing I did was I chopped the handrail off. Well, I just kind of broke the handrail off when I got the model, and then I cut the mount almost completely off. It's just a little part I couldn't seem to get, and then I glued a industrial scale model's cab guard on. It really makes the model look really nice with the cab guard, and just the whole model just looks a lot better with it. I wasn't really a fan of the handrail. It had like a kind of an oversized mirror, which didn't really look realistic, but it's an Ertl model, so what do you expect? There is some cab detail, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to be able to get to it since I put the cab guard on. Coming over to here, you have it's a nice handrail slash step, but it is plastic, so it does bend, but it's a nice sturdy plastic. It's not really flimsy. And then you got some nice, like a latch here, a nice 470 decal, which I really like about this model. And you can see the LC right there, and then another latch to get into the engine. You have a huge exhaust, which I like a lot on this model. It makes it look really, really tough. Definitely a lot better than the one that was on the 450. And you do have a walkway, which is also nice. I believe the 450 had a walkway as well. I just like the 470 a lot better than the 450. Coming to the rear of the machine, as you can see, you have two spots and simulated bolts. How you take the counterweight off. Your counterweight lifting cylinder slash jack is right here. It's just a piece of plastic, but it's good enough for me. You have two lifting eyes, but they are unfortunately not drilled out, and they seem relatively small. The model also, when you buy it, I took mine off. It does come with a reverse camera. Actually, it kind of fell off, and I just said, screw it, I'm just going to leave it off. I think it looks a lot better. Coming to this side of the machine, you have a nice grill right here. It's not all the way through, but it is at least indented and painted black on the inside. And you have another 470 logo. And then again, you got some more plastic handrails. This one seems to be the flimsiest out of them. And you have this weird mirror. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's like a weird looking mirror right there. That's really about it for both sides and the back. And then you got some steps right here. I believe these are both in the casting, so they are metal, not plastic. And you can see there's a nice big unpainted rivet right there. Coming to the top, you got some nice anti-slip texture on the model. Couple spots, you got some reservoirs. And with these Ertl high detail models, it does come with an opening engine compartment. Just a plastic engine insert, but it's still nice to have on the model. Just snaps down. Bucket on here is nicely detailed. I believe it's the same one as the 470. I mean, not the 470, the 450. And I think they just kind of fixed this a little bit. It's not as big as the one that was in the 450, and it's also not drilled out, which it wasn't drilled out on the 450. And they also fixed this problem that they had. If you ever took the pin out, there was a little piece of plastic that kind of the pin slid through. The linkages were never really connected, and they've just riveted. You can see there's a rivet right there and right there. They've just riveted both of them on. It's a pain if you're trying to take the bucket out. It is a pain to get it off, but it can be done. And then the next aspect that's custom on here is a thumb I had built. And prior to this review, the guy who built me the thumb just recently made a Facebook page. So if you're looking for a thumb, or you're looking for anything built, go check his Facebook page out. It's just called Custom Styrene. But let's get back to the review. You have some nice hydraulic detailing on the back of the boom, which I really like a lot. It's painted gray and it's plastic, but it's a lot better than having it just cast into the onto the boom, part of the casting, which I don't really like. Some companies do that, but it's unfortunate. And then coming up to the boom, it is cast on the boom, but that's fine because you have a bunch of detail here, and then you got the plastic lines right here. Here's the bucket. This is how far back the bucket will go, which is kind of a disappointment. It will come in that far. The thumb will go down relatively far. It will go down to about there. And it will actually match, the teeth of the thumb will match up with the spacings in the bucket, which is really nice. I like that a lot. I just kind of had the thumb built, and I put the cab guard on here because I was on YouTube. I think it was Tax Me, I'm Canadian. I think it was his video. It was a 450, I think, a road builder. And I just thought the 470 would look cooler and be new, so that's what I kind of had it built off of. It's a nice model. Let me zoom out for you. The stick. I know some people. I know my other 470. The stick only comes out to about there, but on this one, for some reason, it goes out to there. The bucket doesn't seem to go out that far. It will raise up to about there, and then this is what I like a lot. They fixed this problem. It will dig down to about there. With like the previous 450, it didn't dig down that far. I can tell you that. One thing to note on these models is the tracks on them. If you're not careful, they're like, it's really like cheap metal that they made them out of, and they tend to break sometimes. I know I've had to re-glue the ones on my 470, but I mean, you just re-glue it and then it works a lot better. I mean, it doesn't work a lot better, it just works the same. But yeah, that's really about it. And one thing also to mention about the thumb is it will hold, I can put my pointer in there, and it will hold anything, which is nice. That's really about it for this review. Like I said, if you're looking for some custom styrene work, or you want a thumb built or something, check out his Facebook page. It's called Custom Styrene. He just created it. I'll have a link to it in the description, so if you want to go check him out, it's really nice. I have another big project. Well, this wasn't really a big project. I have a big project that I'm gonna have him work on. This model will also be in my diorama at the open house. So if you want to see it in person, or you want to see any of the other models I have, come stop by the table I'm gonna have. I'm bringing a dio. I'll have a video upload of that right before I leave. But that's really about it for this video. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, or if you don't have one, follow us on one. I update the Instagram a lot more often than the Facebook, but I do update the Facebook more than I update YouTube. YouTube's like a once a week type thing, and Facebook I'll update it a couple times a week. But thank you for watching this review. Stay tuned for some more videos. And if you ever want to see a review or anything and just have any questions, feel free to ask. Leave a comment. And thank you for watching, and stay tuned for some more videos.